Hey there viewers, welcome to Season 5, The Amazing World of Gumball! We've got the guy. What is the shot? What a great start though. Wait, who's that? Is that Bubba trying to invade the world or something like that? What? Wait a minute. Tobias is invisible? What the hey? Tino, no tell the way you're walking. Oh wait, it's not Bubba. He's there. Wait, when can Bubba... What? Anais? Also, who's that frog in the background? I'm reading that book. But, oh my goodness, the way that she pulled off Tina's tail and the way she was walking, that was actually kind of funny. It's like everyone's terrified of her. And the only episode to start off is this, by the way. That. What's with the... like I'm desperate for something. Why are you trying to attack people so bad today? Oh, not Hector! Oh! Oh my goodness, at this point, Hector would have destroyed the city by now. Like, if his hand, is this like a trick? If his hand just basically on the floor, then, yeah, the whole city wouldn't be destroyed because, how will you reach your hand that down? Like, it's so high. Like, you get what I'm saying, though. Hunt for friends? Wait a minute. Wait, hold on a second, though. So we're having the whole fun episode again. Like, what happened to that shark guy we saw? That Gumball Darwin made up? What happened to him? The end of the episode was just him walking away, and after that he had no friends. I mean, she was friends with Billy, but then they broke up because of what he said about Daisy the donkey, and now it's time for him to, well, for Anais to hunt for a friend. But hunt for friends like that, they're not gonna be your friend just because of that, you know. But also, I do love this looking frog who looks who looks to me like a Kermit, by the way, and on the cone hat as well. Bro, what the hell? Yep, no more shooting, just say hi normally. I mean, do you have that time? Hi, I'm Josh. Do you want to be friends? Hey, Josh. Of course not. Mind if I join you? Wow. See you for lunch. Okay. Well, that was easy, but have you had enough time when it's like, oh yeah, we are friends, but you don't know how you first talk to them or how you first meet them or greet them, I'm talking about. Because I've got loads of friends, but I've not seen them for a while, but basically... You just don't remember how you meet and greet them, by the way. But some friends, people are like, I have no friends. I want to be friends with someone. Or it's like, I rather have no friends. I'd just rather sit and read my book. Because where I used to live, I used to be by myself. Or where I used to grow up. Or, yeah, I've got loads of siblings. Which means I come to school feeling all lonely. Because sometimes the house can get all crowded and you get separated by your siblings. And it's like, oh yeah, school's the best place to hang out with friends. Take a break from the house. Socialize with someone. Because it's basically good for your health. And also, I do love Josh's t-shirt. It has a triangle on it. We're about to learn about, well, this dude, even though we saw him today. He's not a background character, is he? We didn't see him during the other episode.
That's weird, yeah.
Oh.
Must be after something. Did he look like he needed a new kidney?
No!
No, he just looked very happy. Did he?
Yeah! What are you on about, guys?
Go to the airport?
Is he in some crazy wacko organization that worships crystals?
Oh, you telling me you don't like this dude at all, even though you don't really know him? Like, you're meeting him for the first...
1 minute.
Yeah!
You know the old saying, he who befriends the oddest ball is the creepiest of them all.
No! I don't want to learn anything from that. Like, basically, are you telling me that you really dislike Josh already, even though you don't really know the guy, and this is the first ever episode, you're about to meet the guy, and then that was really easy when Annie was like, hello! I'm Anais! Oh, I'm Josh! Let's be friends already! Like, that's one way of doing it, me and greeting your friends that you really want to be friends with, but you're really shy to, like, say hi to them. Just, you know, do that. Watch this episode. Called The Guy, if you've never seen it.
Never heard of it before.
That's because the saying that you never knew is the one that rings the most true.
Yeah, well, he who only speaks in quotes often
Oh,
forgets to
quotes?
speak himself.
Oh, it's called a type of frog. Well,
No, doesn't work.
I mean, he's a type of frog, so you don't really know what type of frog he is. Like, I know that I've learned about animals in school a long time ago, but you don't really know types of frogs. I know there's type of frogs, but would you know their names? But one of them was Colt. On my checklist already.
Perfect rhyme.
He's just
Frog's a what now?
not a frog. Phony. You two always talk
Dang, but Annie, you're the smart one, and these guys are actually the smart one for once, because they know they're frogs, am I right? What is that face? Oh,
Tell
goodness.
me more about yourself. Do you like school? Are you into music? Have you ever been to prison?
Yes, and no. But not necessarily in that order.
Ow, what do you mean by that? Let me see, it has been before then.
What? Why?
Because if you like me, there must be something wrong with you.
Or wrong with me, basically.
There's another thing we have in common.
Oh, so they both had no friends, so that's the right time to meet up.
Genuinely look forward to it.
Wait, have you not you're not even eating your lunch, though.
something wrong with me?
Maybe both of you.
Hey, it's not him or you.
Yeah.
It's both of you.
Exactly!
There's gotta be something wrong with him.
Say the
Dang. What word though?
Yeah, if you want us to find out what's wrong with him.
Can't you just help me?
What the words do you think is gonna help? Like, get the brains working again. Bro Squad? Oh? I love Bro Squad. Damn, this is so cool. Never mind, instead of Gumball, can I react to Bro Squad? This sounds like an excellent show. Like, I feel like in a future episode we could get like Bro Squad. So basically, say the word and we'll find out what's wrong with Josh. Like, I don't see the problem with him. I think it's like they both never had friends, and for the first time, like, I know we had that friend episode, but this was Annie's throwing a party, but she never invited anyone because she has no friends. Like, how can we do now this episode during season 2, and then the next season later, I'm inviting Josh over around? How much longer would it go on until they date each other? I mean, she's 4 or 5, and he's probably like almost adulthood, so they wouldn't anyways. But this is a really cool title. But I know it's Imaginarium, so yeah. Never mind. I mean, I don't think Annie can see it. Like, it's so cool, us viewers can see it, but not the characters in the show, which is, I don't know. But why is Gumball dressed up like that?
To know what a person's really like.
Oh!
It's a waiter.
No,
Wait a minute.
I'm still doing that.
Bro is still on Bro Squad mode. I'm saying bro a lot, so I guess Annie they're going out for lunch together, and why is Gumball, is it like oh no, plans coming up, and then I like, never mind, we break up at the end because I'm pretty sure Josh doesn't know Gumball and Darwin, and Gumball and Darwin doesn't know him. Well, we're seeing him in this episode. I know this is the start of season 5, so yeah, pretty much like I say that. And people are looking at him like, what?
Loves the bro squad stuff.
Quick, here he comes.
And today we've only found about a Bro Squad, am I right?
Thanks for coming.
Nice.
Hello, my name is...
The accent.
Verzanderler.
What kind of a name is that?
Far away
Verzanderlander.
from you to die.
Why? What, for you to die? Oh, God. Could you imagine having this in your restaurant? You're like, hello there. I'm from a country of Italy, and I'm here to take your order. And you're like, okay, just pass us the menu, and we can just say our order. He sounds like New Zealand. Am I right? Am I right?
Water for people of you. Oh, no.
Oh, dang.
That's okay. I had thirsty feet.
Ugh. That was weird.
What is name of you?
I mean,
In my language, Josh means toilet paper.
is that true?
It's
Ugh.
all from motherland.
I do not even know where you came from to the fact that, oh yes, he's a frog. He wouldn't mind putting water on you because he's a frog, and frogs are made out of water, I think. No, cats are made out of water. Technically, Gumball's made out of water, but frogs came from tadpoles, and in New Zealand, I'm gonna guess this is New Zealand, so in New Zealand, they get to, like, meet and greet the other way. Oh, why are you putting his fingers up your nose like, oh yeah, that's the way of greeting each other, or that's how we put waters on people these days in New Zealand. Apparently in New Zealand, there are more sheep than people, so yeah, nowadays you do learn lessons.
What you like order? A milkshake. Coming right
Could
now.
you imagine a frog drinking a milkshake, by the way? That doesn't even look like that.
Orders
What did you
a
put?
meat shake. Shake made of meat. You like?
He looks like he's suffering, but that does not, I was about to say, that does not even look like milkshake at all. I was like, Gumball, what did you put in there? At this point, just fire yourself and get out of here. But a milkshake, by the way? I love meat, and I love milkshake, but if you put a milkshake and meat in the inside, that would have been worse, but a meat shake? How is that even possible? Because I think a meat shake would taste alright, but you wouldn't be suffering at the same time. But also, that was done in a jiffy. Gumball, did you cook that or not? Because I hope you did, otherwise he would be acting like that now, because if it is cooked, then, yeah, he wouldn't be acting like that. Suffering, I should say.
It's great.
You sure about that? Most of your brain's like green, like, get me out of that. Get me out of that taste bud.
Insult in my country.
Oh, really? Now, I want to know.
Which country are you from?
Yeah.
New Jersey.
Oh, I thought it was
Can I get the check, please?
New Jersey, by the way. I thought it was New Zealand. It looked like New Zealand because the clothes he was wearing, though. But that's all he had, but Annie said nothing apart from water.
This is where we see who you truly are.
What, for the money?
Damn it, not one word of complaint, and he gave me a 50% tip.
What do you mean he was complaining about the meat
Who are
shake?
you? My brother. I'm sorry.
Who are you is crazy. Wait, is that dinner? You got kicked out of?
That kid.
Even though it looks like Joyful Burger.
That's my other brother.
And he's fine about that.
Any other weird family members I should know about?
And then Anais is like, oh, come and meet my family. and then you'll know their personalities. Like Richard, for example, who's down there probably complaining about something, or Nicole, who can like fight a Yugi from the other episode ago. Big Baguette sandwich looks good. Oh, is he complaining because maybe with his sandwiches he could scale?
Guys,
And they're going out to the park. Nice. What? Oh, a game to get to know him, I guess. Billy! That actually sounds like a lot like him, but Anna, you should be like swearing at him after what he said about you, and he's like, I'm surprised they even not like look at them like, oh, that was my old friend who I wanted to be with, and now he's hanging out with another friend. Like, and he's just like, oh, okay, that's my brothers, and now we hang out and meet each other for the first time. They don't even. Is that base right there? Oh, rag on them? That sounds like a. 5 hours, by the way, but hold up now. Have you ever played this game in the park where you try to mock people? I know that's kind of rude, but in your opinion, you wouldn't say that to them, but in your opinion, you would still laugh and be like, that is just bonkers. You're just laughing your head, just laughing in yourself.
Hey, I heard that.
Yeah, exactly. That is so base. It's still been 5 hours, though.
Your turn.
Was it 5 hours or I misheard?
Come on.
Do you even really know that guy?
I'll wear a giant hat to compensate for.
Okay, I love how Gumball's just like, I know everyone in the world, so I'm just gonna mock their accents, by the way. So I'm just gonna guess what they sound like. I'm in the middle of a park, people walk past. Oh, I'm gonna mock this way. Oh, hi, I'm a lady, and I've got good hair. I'm walking my dog, and all he eats is acorns. Yeah, look at his face.
Son.
Oh. What's that face he's doing?
Okay, you can go. You're good. You can.
Are you really judging about how bad he is? Because he may not know other people. Like, yeah, I don't get it. He's still doing the face. Even Anais just like.
I don't know, do you? Yeah, he doesn't know.
Even Anais was just like, just left him be there. Like, not even chasing after his own friend, and everyone's just you know, sitting there looking at Gumball with that face. It's kind of weird. You'll have to chase after him at some point. And were they just supposed to leave him there?
Attempting to commit a crime.
Ooh, I want no, bro. Can we all do that faces these days? Nah, it's just random sound.
Wait, what if we're wrong about him and he's...
What's the wallet got to do with it?
Yeah, what would that make...
Wait, so that's something to do with a crime? I don't know. And
Yeah, we're in too deep down. We may as well keep digging and hope...
so how do you even know he's gonna walk past it? Did he even say, I'm gonna walk past on the pavement? Oh yeah, we're gonna like, he's just down there, we're gonna run and look at his no, I don't get how they did that, because he's about to walk past in a minute looking for a wallet. Wait, did they just take his wallet or a random wallet? Or it might be Nicole or Richard. No, actually Nicole's wallet. I can imagine that's Nicole's wallet right there.
We found some dirt. Can you find it?
Everything's wonky today.
Hold on, I've got this.
Yeah, how you gonna hide that? Bro! Even better though.
Doesn't look suspicious at all.
But he dragged that across the road and all those marks on the floor, by the way. Like, that's impossible. A strong dude like Darwin, you know.
See it.
Draws attention to it.
Yeah, but who pays attention to the floor these days?
Wallet.
No.
Son of wallet makes.
What do you mean what sound a wallet makes? How are we supposed to know?
Actually, that was really good.
So, a wallet sound, what is that supposed to be like? Who pays attention to the floor? Like, I saw a wallet, do you think I'm going to pick up and put back money? But, I mean, wallets are even better, but who pay attention to the floor? Just look in front of you. Oh, that's just crazy right there.
Was that a
Oh,
trick?
he
Trying to
noticed.
set me up? This is what you're
He
doing.
knew all along.
They're trying to make me look bad. Testing me.
Ah!
And you pass.
Nah, not very helpful at all.
Anais, did you know about this?
Well, she's there with
The real
them.
question is this. When you think about it, can you ever truly know anything? Yes, I asked them to do it.
Oh, you tried your best,
Nice knowing.
girl.
We've had worse goodbyes. Not you. It was nice knowing her. It's
Oh!
horrible knowing you two.
Oh! Oh, no! Poor Anais, nice knowing you, bad knowing you, because... Yeah, I take it the bros, Gumball and Don, kind of ruined it, because Anais wanted to make a friend and they're getting involved, and they wanted to go out together and the bros got involved, and yeah, whenever next time you make a friend Anais, don't get the bros involved, just have a normal episode like you, like we had that one episode with the detective. That'd be so cool, or have the intro of Anais, that'd be cool. No! Whose wallet was that? I don't know know. He just took, the seagull just took that wallet away just for nothing. Oh, dang, and no friend. Now they're feeling bad. Now they're feeling bad.
Listen, we've been thinking.
Yeah, I know. But thanks to you, I just
Oh.
got the chance to make a friend. So here I am.
No, I mean, you know you can just put one side of the table upright and then play against that.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Where are we going to go from that? Where are we going to go from that? We've been thinking you should just do that with the table instead of the other, like...
But that wouldn't make you feel bad now, would it?
Yeah, but now that you said it to her... Oh, now they're feeling bad now that you said it, Anais. Like, two different
Take
things.
some embarrassing photos of John
What?
and
What are you doing, guys?
Oh, there must be other solutions.
Gumball, what was that idea?
Up to up and straight up lie.
Hold up! Embarrassing photos and showing to Anna. Oh, wow. No! What? That's a bad idea. Moving on with the plan. Moving on.
Josh, you need to give Anais another chance. It's her
Yeah, just do that instead.
She's suffering from
No, that's equally wretched.
Oh! What do you mean that the second one was good? Third plan, call him and do what? Oh. Wow, what a friend right there! Oh my god, like, I don't want to be friends with this person and they're like, yeah, I really want to be friends with you, and it's like, nah, I don't want to. Or we could, how do you even know where he lives if you kidnap his pet snake until you be her friend and just kept it like a random person just came in your house and did that right there?
They don't have a pet snake.
Oh! What's that? Oh. What?
Okay, thanks.
Wow, look at his face, he's like,
Maybe we're just gonna
okay.
apologize. Wait,
That's not gonna be helpful at all.
And when I
No.
snap my fingers,
Not the hypnotize!
it's within a years.
there's no way.
Wait, like, hypnotize, that's not a good idea. Ooh. Hey, that's normal. But, the second plan looked like a good idea, just be honest. This sounds like a good one, but... Threatening Josh? Huh, who would do that these days? Would it now? Oh, goodness!
There's only one
First attack Gumball because he said bite me, like, over nothing.
Okay, let's nip this in the
I think the hypnotizing took too far, you know.
Did you just say nip it in the butt?
Yeah,
It's nip in the butt, dude.
It is nip it in the butt.
nip it in the butt, like a crab.
No, it is nip it in the bud, right? I love that joke, nip it in the butt. Like, it sounds like I'm saying butt, isn't it? But it's nip, so Gumball is right, he's so base. It is nip it in the bud. Who hears that these days? And if you don't know, see this episode for the first time, you're like, yeah, nip it in the bud. And I'm gonna be complaining, Darwin, you little dummy. Look at his face, he's like, yeah, I am perfect. I absolutely know this stuff.
Oh, it's... You know what? Whatever.
At least they get the joke right there, even us viewers do. Who cares if they get it wrong? And he's looking at them like, why are you looking at us like that? Wow, that's just beggish behaviour right there.
We don't? No. If you're willing
Oh,
to
so now they
work
forgive
with
them.
your sister, she must really be worth it.
Nice, this is easy. I look at you like, you're just begging it right there. It's like, please be friends with my sister because she's all lonely. I'm pretty sure he's lonely, but I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind. Hey! Exactly.
Everyone deserves a 12th chance.
Could you imagine 12 chances? Every chance would be good. Not even 100. Yeah.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Taking notes of a measure.
They do take some time to build.
Oh. Oh, was he a pod?
She'll be cryogenically frozen with me until the year 4983 when our great
So-
leader Krotok will be finally hatched from his meat.
Grota.
That's why we give him all our money to help
So-
with the construction of his graphene palace on System 26.
So, the bros were right the entire time. So I did say that no one with the shows, the bros will be so dumb and then Anais will be the smart one. How do you not know? Anais, you're 4. Gumball and Dom are like teenage modes or like 12 and it's like, you don't even know types of frogs. And he's like, you're not even a frog or a pod or something like that, you know?
Look, here's a picture of him.
Alright. A real frog is crazy work.
Oh, silly me. That's his assistant, Maurice.
It's just, oh, so that means this pod is actually, ah.
As soon as it's not too early to say I told you so, do let me know.
Come on, Anais, I know I've been saying that you're the intelligent one and you're like, but that was just crazy. Another friend episode where Anais says Anais hasn't got a friend. We had that shark guy in that episode, we had Billy, but they broke up because after what Billy said. And now, in this episode, Anais just wants to make friends. But begging for friends ain't gonna go chasing around the school, hunting for friends like, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna meet up with this Josh guy, and it's like, hi, I'm anais, and he's like, hi, I'm Josh, meet friends, or something like that, and it's like, could you imagine if you wanna meet your friends for the first time, and it's like, you say it like that, try and do that and see what will happen next. Like, Anais wants a friend, but Josh, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind being friends with Anais, but I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind being lonely as well, and then Gumball and Darwin are like, oh yes, what type of frog is he? At least they know. Props to them, but even though I'm Anais because I don't really know types of frogs myself, and what else was there? So, I don't remember the part when I was like, oh yeah, see you for lunch. They were for lunch, but Bro Squad! I want to react to Bro Squad over here. Don't be in the Bro Squad. And we have to, like, just as Bro Squad to see what is wrong with either of them. So by going out to, like, dinner, is it dinner? Or Joyful Burger? Because it looks like Joyful Burger. And it's like, Gumball, I thought you were from New Zealand, the way you were dressed up. Like, would you imagine in a restaurant, you're like, hello there! The menus from another country. Like, I feel like I've seen these videos online when it does happen. Or maybe you have viewers, if you know what I'm talking about. And a milkshake, by the way. Ugh, you think Josh would enjoy that? But he was from New Jersey as well. And what else was there? So, and then he was like, these are your brothers. Okay, we can spend time and be friends as well. But next time, Anais, when you're trying to make a friend, then don't get the bros involved because the breakup happened just because he said it's horrible knowing you guys because they were trying to make friends with Anais be even better, and I think they really upset Josh that much, the fact that in the end they really cared, and it's like, please be friends with Anais, trying all those things. Embarrassing photos, 100% down. The threatening is not that kind of good, it's either being honest or being hypnotized. Hypnotized could work, it's not a thing that didn't know what happened in the end, but in the end, try and beg it! Begging was actually cool. And now, in the end, at least they got along, so I guess for the rest of the show, maybe in a future episode, Anais will be like, I have no friends, and I'm like, okay, what happened to that Josh guy in the guy episode? What happened to him? But I'm thinking he's a background character, because we're in season 5 now, but in a new season like this, let's see how the other episodes go. Cannot wait for it. I know this is the start, but I think last episode, the rerun, was part of season 5, but I called it as a season 4 episode, because probably didn't do that. They should have had the story from the season 5 episode instead. Like, who does that in shows like that, you know? But then in the end, they worked out that he is a type of frog, which is a frog. He's a proposal like you time. But at least they're friends in the end. Props to Anais for that. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please give this video a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you next time.